Okay, this will be my last video in my mini Rebooking Wrestlemania series. And the one I'll be talking about is the most recent WrestleMania, WrestleMania 29, which it's not a bad show. There's nothing horrible on it, which is probably the best thing I can say about it. But apart from Taker and Punk, there's nothing really noteworthy to talk about. So, it's just an okay show, which, I'm sorry, for WrestleMania, when we pay that much money, it's not good enough. And I think there are a few booking decisions that really hurt the show. So I'm going to go through those right now. And I guess the first thing to talk about is, where the fuck was America the Beautiful? It's amazing to me that they didn't put it on or do it. Why not? There is no excuse for not doing it. I mean, it's become a WrestleMania tradition to have someone sing America the Beautiful, and you don't even do that. What the fuck? Does anyone know why they actually didn't do this? Because it can't be. If they didn't have someone to do it, they could have. Lillian Garcia could have done it. She done it at WrestleMania 28. So if they couldn't find anyone to do it, just get her to do it. She's a fine singer. She'll do the job. But it's just unbelievable they didn't do it. It left a gaping hole in this WrestleMania as a whole. And that's the effect that the song has on WrestleMania. It's like a 2-minute song, yet without doing it, it leaves a massive gap in WrestleMania. But whatever. Getting into the matches. The opener was The Shield versus Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus, a 6-man tag, which was a good opener. It wasn't overly impressive, but it wasn't a bad match. It was a good way to open the show. And it was good to see Shield get a win. I think they were still undefeated at this point, so continuing their momentum was definitely the way to go. But if I had to change anything from this match, I wouldn't have put Big Show in it. Because how many fucking times does this guy need to change from heel to face or face to heel? Oh my god. Especially in 2013, he changed from face to heel or vice versa more times in that 1 year than most people do in their entire career. It was ridiculous how many times he changed. 1 week he was face, next he was heel. Oh my god. It's always been a trend with Big Show. They have no idea what to fucking do with him. And it's frustrating as a fan, because you're not sure if you should cheer for him, you're not sure if you should boo him, you're not sure why he's doing this or whatever. And it's just so annoying. And of course, he screws his team at the end of the match. So, 2 weeks before this match, he was a heel. When he joined the team, he was a face. Now he was a heel again. There is no consistency with this guy. But yeah. So what I do, I wouldn't have Big Show in the match. I would probably replace him with Ryback, because he was feuding with the Shield all the way up until this WrestleMania, and then for some reason he had to be put into a mediocre match with Mark Henry. And it's fine putting Mark Henry on the WrestleMania because he's been there for long enough where he deserves it. But I wouldn't have had him up against Ryback, because I felt that Ryback should have been in the 6-man tag. You could have done Big Show versus Mark Henry. Swap Ryback and Big Show around. I'm not saying Big Show versus Mark Henry would be an amazing match, but it's something better than having Ryback in there and him losing all the fucking time. Now I'm going to get to the Ryback Mark Henry match. Ryback should have gone over here because Ryback has to be the worst, like, big guy, babyface, dominant, like, wrestler, whatever. Because he loses all the time. It's, you know, WWE wonders why we thought of this guy as a joke and why he's now just a jobber. It's because of the way you booked him. He, apart from all the matches where he just squashed jobbers, I'm pretty sure he lost every main event pay-per-view match, and that's not good. And you know, it's one of the worst, like, booking decisions in recent memory, having Ryback lose every single match, especially this match. And this match was okay at best. It wasn't horrible, but it was the worst match on the show, and you know, it was meh. And they were trying to create a WrestleMania moment with Ryback. Fuck, I can't even remember his finisher. He's that much of a jobber now. Well, oh fuck, my mind's gone completely blank. But he hit him with the finisher over his shoulder, and that's the WrestleMania moment I was trying to make, and it wasn't really anything special. And you know, I've seen way better. So yeah, that's the way I felt during this whole match. It was just meh. But whatever. Then we get to the third match of the night. It was Team Hell No versus Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. There's not a lot I would change about this match. It was a good match for the time they got. And having Team Hell No win was the right way to go, because Big E Langston and Dolph Ziggler, they weren't an actual team. They were just thrown together like a week before the show, even though they were part of the same group, but they had never teamed before that, to my recollection. So having Team Hell No was the right way to go, and yeah, I wouldn't change anything about this match. It was a good match. Then we had the fourth match. It was Fandango versus Chris Jericho. This match was okay. It was nothing special. The reason I only think it's okay is because of how it played out. Fandango was made to look like Chris Jericho's bitch during this match, because I don't think he got one move in for like the first 8 minutes of this match, and the match only went for like 9 minutes. So he didn't get any offense in until like the last minute, and he ended up winning. Like, whatever. I wonder why. I've never really cared for Fandango as a talent, mainly because of the gimmick. You wonder why he hasn't really reached that main event like spot yet. It's because of matches like this, matches where he gets his ass kicked for like most of the match and then just randomly wins out of nowhere. It's the John Cena effect, and you know, like, most fans hate John Cena because of that. So what do you think they're gonna do to Fandango? They're gonna boo him? They're gonna hate him? But this match was okay. I guess it was good to have Fandango put over. I just wish they went about the match differently and actually let Fandango get some offense in. But whatever. And then we get this match, and I have a few things to talk about this match. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger for the World Heavyweight Championship. Before I talk about the match and the participants itself, I will say that this match shouldn't have been during the middle of the card. I talked about how having Edge versus Del Rio from WrestleMania 27 like open the show was a bad decision, and it should have happened. I'll actually say the opposite for this one. I reckon this one perhaps should have opened the card, because having this one in the middle of the card, I swear, whenever I talk about WrestleMania 29, and I have to mention this match, I actually sometimes forget it even happened because it's just because of where it's placed. I just forget about this match, and it's right in the middle of the card, and most matches like that, unless they're like 5-star classics like Kurt Angle vs Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21, if they're right in the middle of the card, you're just gonna forget them. And it's the case with this match, and getting to the match itself, it wasn't anything special. Like, it was okay until a bullshit ending out of nowhere, which I'm guessing they did to punish Swagger for being caught with weed or whatever the fuck it was. But yes, and I'll get to that. The participants in the match, Jack Swagger, they're still trying to fucking like promote this guy like he's a World Heavyweight Championship worthy guy. Really? I never bought into Jack Swagger. He bored the living hell out of me, and he still does. And he's didn't he just come back from an injury or something? I swear he did. He was injured or suspended, I don't know, but he just came back. He won the Elimination Chamber match, and I was like, wow, really? Of all people, you have him win it. And then, as a result, we get this boring match, and it was just boring. That's all I can say about it. It should have. I would have had. I really don't know who I would have had versus Del Rio. Just not fucking Jack Swagger. He would have been the last person I picked. But another thing that I would have changed, I would have had Dolph Ziggler cash in his Money in the Bank contract, because not doing so before WrestleMania makes Ziggler look like an idiot. Because when you want to try and create a WrestleMania moment by cashing in, because there would be a WrestleMania moment, it hasn't been done before, so why not just do it then? Like, WWE frustrates me sometimes. I mean, a heel is meant to be this evil person that's smart and that takes advantage of any opportunity that's handed to him to try and benefit him and his career. Having Dolph Ziggler cash in his Money in the Bank contract would benefit his career majorly, and it would create a WrestleMania moment, like I said. And having him wait until the night after just makes him look stupid. And I think it was a clear example of them having no idea what to do with Dolph Ziggler. And as a result, he won the World Heavyweight Championship the night after, and then he dropped it like a month or so later. And ever since, they've turned him face. They have no fucking idea what to do with him, which is a shame, because he's a great talent. But whatever. But yeah, those are a few things I'd change about this match. Speaking of the positives of this match, the build-up was really good. Yeah, like, it may have been a bit controversial, but it was entertaining, and that's what WWE is meant to produce, entertainment. So, and I will say that they did that. But I guess another negative of this match, if you take in the match itself, the build-up, and all of that stuff, the only person who benefited from all of that was Zed Coulter. Like, the wrestlers didn't benefit. We just hated them even more after the match. So, that's a few things I'd change about that match. I probably wouldn't have even had the match anyway, but whatever. Then we get to the best part of the night, Undertaker vs CM Punk. And this match was amazing. I wouldn't really change anything from this match. The entrances were awesome. And maybe some of the Undertaker's entrance, it looked amazing. Like, with the people like trying to reach out to him, that looked incredible. And then the match was incredible. it was a nice change from the two Triple H matches that we got. It was, I don't know, I just really liked this match. I'm not saying it was better than the two Triple H matches, but I don't know, it was nice to get back to traditional matches with Undertaker at WrestleMania. So, yeah, I really liked this match. I wouldn't change a thing. No way CM Punk was going to end the streak. No matter how many CM Punk marks will try and say that he should have, there was no way he would have. But, yeah, so after that we got this match. No Holds Barred, Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. The second match in the trilogy of mediocrity. And this match was no different. This match was okay. It was their best match, and it was only okay. But I'd have to say I hate this match like the most out of all of them. The one reason for that is one man, Triple H. Why the fuck did he have to win and make Brock Lesnar look like an absolute piece of crap? Because that's what he did. By the time the match was over, Brock Lesnar looked like a weak piece of shit, and Triple H was standing tall like he always has to at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm not going to talk about Triple H at WrestleMania because I already did in my previous video, but my god, this match wasn't overly good. Like I said, Triple H had to write this himself because this man is so egotistical. He only thinks about himself, and you know, of course, he had to win. The match wasn't any good. Brock Lesnar looked weak, and so what I would change about this match, Brock Lesnar should have won. Maybe this match shouldn't have even happened in the first place because, you know, their matches sucked. It's plain and simple. Like, no one cared about Triple H wanting to get his revenge, so I didn't feel the need to have this match again, but of course they had to. And then we get to the main event, and oh boy. The Rock versus John Cena, twice in a lifetime. Probably at WrestleMania will probably be thrice in a lifetime. Is that what the word is? Because I see people say that. It doesn't sound right. But whatever. Yeah, so we get this match again. False advertising. WWE, you're stupid. And this match sucked. This was a horrible main event. Mainly because of how many finishes they kicked out of. And I'm guessing John Cena and Rock talked about this match and were like, let's try and do a match kind of like Undertaker and Triple H or Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. But the thing with those matches is they were new and they were revolutionary, and we actually cared about the participants involved, and we cared about their characters and stuff, and you know, the streak was on the line, which is more important than the championship now. Like, some people may disagree, but I'm all up for that. So no one cared about this match because, you know, we had already seen it. We only wanted to see it once in a lifetime. Like, we only expected to see it once, so when we surprisingly got it again, we just didn't care. And we've seen John Cena win the world title, or the WWE title, I think it's 14 times now, so, you know, we didn't care. That's the only thing I can say about this match. No one cared about this match, and as a result, it just sucked. And the only thing I would rebook about this match is not have it, because once they announced that it was going to happen, they were doomed. That's all I can say about it. But yeah, I'm sick of talking about that match because it sucked. I'm giving it more attention than it deserves. But yeah, so overall, this WrestleMania, I'd say, unlike the other two that I did, this one you probably couldn't save it because, like I said, the main event was doomed once they announced it. Triple H vs Brock Lesnar, no one gives a shit. And it's just stuff like that. Like, you know, it didn't feel like a WrestleMania. And whenever that happens, it's not going to end well. So, that's the problem I have with this WrestleMania. And quite honestly, I don't think you can really change it. Which sucks, but whatever. So that's the end of my series. Please tell me if you liked it. I'll throw in some other WrestleManias that didn't make the list, but was close. WrestleMania 2, the only thing I changed about that, I wouldn't put it in 3 locations, because that majorly fucked up the show. WrestleMania 4 wouldn't have the tournament, because having 16 matches on a 4-hour show is ridiculous. What are some others? Some people might say WrestleMania 8 for not having Flair vs Hogan, but we saw that match like 100 times before that event even took place, and it sucked every time. So I didn't care that we didn't see that match. And the other 2 matches, like Flair vs Savage, was way better than whatever Hogan and Flair would have been. So I wouldn't have changed that. I'm not going to talk about WrestleMania 9, 10, or 13. I already discussed that. WrestleMania 15 you couldn't have really changed because the attitude of WWE or WWF at the time is what caused that match, or caused that Mania to suck. So I was thinking, okay, we're hot shit, doesn't matter what we do. WrestleMania 2000 or 16, I would only had Rock vs Triple H. Mankind and Big Show, they didn't serve any purpose in that match, especially considering Mankind retired a month before. You know, I hate when wrestlers do retirement matches and they lose and then they come back. It just takes away from the importance of the retirement matches, and I think it's a bit of disrespect towards the wrestlers that they wrestled. But that's just me. And apart from that, I can't really think of any others. So, yeah, that's my Rebooking Wrestlemania mini-series done. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I got a lot of WrestleMania-themed videos on the way, so be on the lookout for those, and later.